We're very happy to be sitting up here after a win tonight. It certainly didn't start out that way for us with Barnes out there. And I know he's a first-round draft choice, but early on it looked like he was ready for the big leagues already. That's very, very special and tremendous ability. I knew that, Roth was going to battle for us. Just didn't start out so well for us, and Barnes looked really great. But like we've done for a long time, we battled, and we had a big 3-run fit. Ran the bases well, got a couple of clutch hits, and we just continued to compete. And Roth got some big outs for us, so it was a great win for us tonight.
Questions for the student athletes?
Well, it's part of baseball. Sometimes it doesn't start out like you want it to, but you have 9 frames to play, and as long as you don't give up too many, you have a chance to battle back. And it happens. It's happened to us throughout the season. We played some really good defense at times, but we've had some games like a lot of college teams have, and didn't start out all that well for us when Marzilli wasn't able to pick the ball up and a great hustle play, and they ended up getting a hit there to score the run. And and after that, Barnes comes out and he was special, and there's no doubt about it. His stuff is good. We've seen some good stuff in the SEC, but he was first-round draft choice. Boston's got him a good one, and we just told the guys, hey, we got to keep battling. We're going to have to scrap. We're not going to get a lot off this guy, but we've got to be competitive and try to get some balls to fall and keep it close, and let's get deep in the game and win it late if we need to. But we got to continue to fight and scrap. And after our first 2 guys struck out tonight, that's not very encouraging. But you got a lot of outs left, and we ended up having some good at-bats after that, especially the 4th and 5th. We had some really, really tough at-bats, and that really made the difference in the game for us. And not to discount what Michael Roth did. I mean, he really is amazing. He continues to battle, and he doesn't pitch against the other guy. He just like he said he was. He goes out and tries to stay out there as long as he can. 2 or 3 times, 7th, 8th, I was thinking about going to the pen. We got a pretty good pen, and he's feeling good. I want to say my pitch count's good, and you sort of have to defer to guys like that, especially based on what he's done for us. So it was just an outstanding win for us, and Michael was able to throw some goose eggs in there after the first.
Coach, a little bit more on Michael. Obviously, again, he's not pitching against Matt Barnes, but in a showdown, what this game meant. Can you just talk a little bit more about his performance and, again, the ability to be consistent as the stakes keep going up? This is his first year as a starter full-time.
Well, for those in the room who followed us really closely over the years, he was in a tough situation for us throughout last year. Although it was in the bullpen, and sometimes it was 1 batter, sometimes it was 2. He was out there in some game-saving situations so we could get to Matt Price. And then we started the year as a starter. We knew what we were going to get from an effort standpoint. We knew what we were going to get from a competitive standpoint. But I can't tell you that I knew that he was going to go like he's going for us and go deep into games and get wins against great teams like he has all the time. I thought he'd be special, but not like this. And he continues to just do it. He's a guy that, you heard him talk. He doesn't let a lot of things enter into it. He just goes out and plays and tries to do the things he can to help his team win, and he really doesn't overthink it. Tries to make some pitches and get them off balance, tries to locate a little bit and play defense. And it has worked in a big way. He's had a special year.
How conscious was that? Was it a conversation before the game, early in the game, about trying to work counts against Barnes, and how much it was them just naturally doing it?
Well, Coach Myers did a great job preparing for their hitters with the scouting reports. I looked at every one of Barnes' boxes throughout the entire season. I looked at the hits, the walks, the pitch counts from day 1 this season, trying to find a situation where we might have an opportunity if he's going to go out there and blank us. And of course, the way the game started, you just hope that you get to the 6th or 7th maybe with a pitch count where they have to go to the bullpen. Now they got guys in the bullpen that can get you out, but you got to keep it close when you're battling with guys like that. And that was the process that, let's put together some good at-bats. If we have an opportunity where it gets behind, then, we'll try to run the pitch count up a little bit. But we just had some great bats there in the 5th, and, I got to give our fans an assist. That was a special atmosphere. We've got great fans. They've been there for us for a long, long time. but it was at a fever pitch tonight when we needed to score. They were helping us. We had more than 9 people going there for a while.
Coach, in this, way back here, in this format, how important is it to not only take game 1, but also only using one guy out of the bullpen as well?
Well, you'd like to think that was a good thing for us, but it's baseball. Anything can happen. Tomorrow might be 15-14 or 1-0, and none of this factors in because that's the way the game's played. It can present a lot of different scenarios for you from day to day. So really, we won today. That's great. We have an opportunity to stay where we wanted to stay for a day, but tomorrow's a new one. We got to come out, play well, get some good pitching.
Well, Ray, the difference between the at bats were amazing. Barnes strikes out the side in the first, and then Marzilli's hitting it off the wall. Wingo's going the other way. Did you see something more specifically in Matt Barnes' motion? Was he giving something away, Ray? Was it more than just great at bats? Were you guys seeing something?
I don't think he was giving anything away. I mean, like most pitchers, you're not quite as good from a stretch as you are from a windup, and he drops off a little bit from a stretch, but not an enormous amount. You just get a little bit better pass. Velocity stays maybe in the low 90s instead of the mid 90s sometimes from a stretch, and you get a chance to put a little pressure on him with base runners, and it gives you more to think about as a pitcher. And we talked about shortening up. After he blitzed the first 2 batters of the game, I told our guys, if you don't shorten up, there's going to be a lot of those because as Coach Bergman used to say, he throws fast, and it was in there. I mean, he threw some fastballs in, started dumping his breaking ball, and we're fortunate. I mean, he could have gone into a situation tonight with big time strikeouts.
Coach, in your way of thinking, how important was the getting the runner that played in the second inning? I mean, it's 1-0. Barnes just had that on 3-3 down, 3K inning, and you're able to get out of there without them scoring after they had a leadoff man on.
That was big. You can't, if you get in a battle like we ended up in tonight, and you're 4 or 5 runs down with Barnes on the mound, that's an insurmountable lead. That's huge when you've got a guy like him out there. Sometimes you can battle back from a 4 or 5 run deficit, not with a guy like Matt Barnes. That's not going to happen. His stuff is too good. We won't allow it. He's going to have to get in the strikeout when he needs one, and so it was crucial for us to stay right where we were. We had to make a play. Morales' double play. That ball was hit extremely hard down there. I mean, I had a good angle from where my vantage point, and I barely saw it go in Adrian's glove, and they were able to roll it. That was huge.
Yeah. Is it going to be Colby Holmes tomorrow?
Yes.
Anything else for Coach Shannon? Back to the room.
Coach, what do you tell your guys before tomorrow's game? Is it that just another game, taking just one inning at a time? Is it that simple with what's in front of you?
I don't say a whole lot to these guys, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that next year is going to be a lot different because there are going to be some new faces, although we got some guys coming back. But these guys get it. They really do. We kicked it around early tonight. There wasn't a lot of panic in the dugout. It was, hey, we got to do a little bit better than this. And there's some maturity, there's some experience, and they know the deal. And we also know we can come out tomorrow and they can run us out of here. I mean, they're that good, and we're not that good, and we know it. Our guys know that we don't just throw our gloves out. We have to play well, and we didn't start this game out so well tonight. But Roth battled, and we had a couple of big hits here and there, a couple of big plays, but our guys know who they are, and we respect the game. We try to play it hard, and we created a few things on the bases tonight that helped us out a little bit, but that's what it is, So I don't worry about what happens. I want to win, but I believe in my players and their approach, and I'm okay with that. And I'm completely confident that regardless of what happens, the win or the loss, are your guys focused and understand what's at stake? They are. They know the deal. They know how they have to play, and hopefully it'll be a good one.
Anything else for Coach Tanner? Thank you, Coach.